Wow, this involves hockey and streamers. You'll laugh at the end. All right, let's see what we got.
Montreal Canadian fans Tanner Star.
On va chanter une chanson pour Caulfield ce soir, okay? It's gonna start like this. Caulfield's on fire. Your defense is terrified. Caulfield's on fire. Your defense is terrified. Caulfield's on fire. Your defense is terrified. Caulfield's on fire.
Caulfield's on fire. Caulfield's on fire. Caulfield's on fire. Where the hell is Montreal at?
Oh, wait, have you guys ever seen this? Speaking of hockey shit, hold on. Hockey interview. Pro Hockey Player Media Relations 101.
All right, guys, time for a few questions. We got a plane to catch.
Mike, franchise high 18-game losing streak. What's the problem here?
Well, you know, it's like I said, obviously you got to have your role players playing their roles out there, but, you know, some nights need a hero. You know, we got some guys coming back from injury here, head trauma, something to take very seriously in this room. And, you know, of course, we got you guys saying that, we got the $1 million legs, 2-cent brains out there, But, you know, for now, we get back to basics, get pucks deep, get pucks. Yeah, listen, you know, you just got to be going back to, listen, boys, you just got to be going back to basics there. And, you know, a lot of the boys got to be skating harder there. And, you know, a lot of the boys, you know, try and putting out an effort, you know, and, you know, some days, you know, you got to have people being a hero, you know, and it's about moving the puck. And, you know, the boys just got to be out there skating hard. And, you know, really, we're putting it to them. And, you know, conditions have been paying off. You know, a lot of the boys are really hungry for this. And, you know, it's really just about moving the, you know, moving that puck there, getting it down the ice. You know, you got to get, you know, the biscuit in the basket there. And, you know, a bunch of the boys are just really trying there. And, yeah, this is standard hockey. Pucks in the net and, you know, win some hockey games.
Johnny, you're having a career year, but the team can't seem to find its footing. Care to comment?
It can't be a one-man show out there. Gotta have all the boys involved. Gotta be willing to go to the dirty
gotta have
areas.
all the boys in there, yeah.
But it stinks tonight.
Mike, this is off topic, I know, but you once worked as a stripper in the minors, but quit once you fell off the stage and suffered a concussion. What's the story there?
Well, you know, it's like I said, obviously you don't want to be the guy with the $1 million legs, 2-cent brains out there, But, you know, head trauma is something we take very seriously in this room. So, you know, for now we...
Where's the one that's like the Butta Soa? The Butta Soa Anda.
All right, we got time for a few questions here.
Stock answers win hockey games.
Johnny,
okay.
another tough loss for the club. Fans throwing their jerseys on the ice. Tell us what went wrong out there.
We gotta have four lines banging bodies all night long, getting pucks out, keeping it simple.
Mike, this loss puts you guys in last place in the West. The coach's job is on the line. What's the solution here?
Well, you know, we can start by staying out of the box. You know, play a disciplined game out there, pretty simple stuff.
Yeah, boys got to stay out of the box, got to play a disciplined game out there, and, you know, a lot of it's about communication, you know, and just, you know, we can't be relying just on our first line there, you know. Team's 4 lines deep, you know, we got to be able to dig deep, you know, with the third line and the fourth line. They got to be able to, you know, move the puck and,
But we're frustrated here right now. We're a frustrated bunch. You know, it's too bad that that someone's got to wear it, and it's usually the coach. But at the end of the day, you know, it's up to the guys in this room to get pucks deep, get pucks in the net, and.
The other thing is, chat. Professional hockey interviews are always broken up by what is it? Butta, Soa, and Anda. This is a Canadian staple. If you want to speak like a Canadian, remember your Butta, your Soa, and your Anda. You know, we're skating hard, but so we're skating hard, but you know, it's a team effort there, and Anda, and you know, boys been really working hard. So yeah, that's your Soa. So you know, we're really hoping to you know, convert some of these games here, and you know, just convert the movement of the puck, you know, and boys just got to really be skating harder. And anyways.
Win some hockey games.
Johnny, you were recently photographed.
Yes, I know. I can speak more like a Canadian than actual Canadians. I know all the Canadians in the chat feel attacked, but I'm sorry. I've been watching the NHL for way too long.
A Florida strip club snorting cocaine off a transvestite prostitute's breasts. What's the story there?
4 lines. 4 lines.
4 lines of cocaine?
You gotta have, like I said, 4 lines banging all night long, banging bodies.
Yeah, 4 lines banging bodies all night long. You know, it's not just on the first and the second, you know, and you know, D's getting really tired out there, and you know, you got to be able to dig deep into the pockets. You know, third line, fourth line, they got to be able to skate out there and
doing the little things right.
Mike,
by the way, that's a hockey player flow right there, chat.
Have, like I said, 4 lines banging all night long, banging bodies, doing the little things right.
Mike, where does your this is off topic, I know, but where does your sexual preference tends towards men? Would you like to speak to that?
No, you can't always be in the box, you know. Can't spend all your time in the box. It's like I said, you know, this game is all about.
Hey, it can't always be in the box, you know. Got to have disciplined hockey out there, and you know, boys chirping a little bit too much. You know, sticks are getting a lot of control, and you know this you know, if we're not strong on the PK, then you know it's going to be a real problem there. And anyways, yeah, that's my. I mean, it's not like that's to be clear. That is not a Canadian accent. That is deeply like hockey accent. Like, we would play teams because you get the same accent from the Minnesotan players too. Oh, Minnesotan players, yeah. You get the same thing from the Minnesota players and like anyone in the Northeast playing hockey. Oh, did I not open my queue? Do you know Clark, the hockey goalie?
My name's Clark, and I've been a hockey goalie ever since I can remember, growing up in my hometown of Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan.
Moose?
The only thing I don't like about hockey, though, is the fact that there's an off-season, which is why I came down here. After last season ended, and we lost in the championship game on a garbage goal by a guy who was clearly in the crease, I decided to try something new. I thought I'd give baseball a shout. Go Bears.
There's no better quality.
At first, people expect me to play catcher, you know, because I like the chest protector and all. But I was like, no freaking way. I got way too much range for that. So shortstop it is.
Oh my, bro, he's scuffing. Dude, he's scuffing the fucking dirt. Okay. So when you're a goalie in hockey, by the way, if you guys ever watch an NHL game or if you ever watch a hockey game in general, you can literally watch all the weird shit that goalies do, because like goalies started to do things which I don't even know if they help, but like we do these weird fucking habits that are just like passed on culturally to goalie culture is really fucking weird. Anyways, this one is we go and we scrape our skates across. Fuck, I need to get the paint out again. If this is like a goal in hockey, hold on, fuck. How do I go back to drawing? If this is a goal in hockey right here, there's something called the crease, which extends like this. And it's kind of like the goalie zone, right? And there's rules about the crease. So this is the crease, okay? And what the goalies will do is we skate up and down and shred the crease to get it to be like not pristine ice. So it's like kind of shredded a little. And the thought is that it causes there's two things. One, it actually causes the puck to move slower. But more importantly is it gives you more control over you when you're like, fuck. When you're like pad sliding from side to side in the net. Because if you don't scrape it down, you're going to slide too much. And you want kind of that consistency that you'll have throughout the game. So not only do we scrape it all down, but then we take our sticks and we take all the scraped up ice. And a lot of goalies will actually, dude, oh my God, it gets fucking bizarre. The goalies would scrape the ice and put it on this little section right here, or this little section right here, and create like this little extra layer of ice. And goalies in the NHL have gotten in trouble for this. And they try to cheat. Goalies try to come up with all these weird little micromanaging ways to, we create a little, yes, editor Deb knows the ridge. So what the goalies will do is before the game, when there's a stoppage in play, they'll put their arms on the top of the goal like this with their water bottle over the side of the goal. And then we dribble water down to this little spot here. Hold on. And then let me reset this. Hold on. I shit you not. This is a real thing. And then if this is like the metal pipe pole, right? So this is the metal pipe. What it does is it creates like this little like ridge of ice, like right here on the side of the net. And it creates like a little ridge of ice so that when a player tries to like wrap the puck around there, it might get like caught on this. Yeah. Anyways. Chad, this is also a reminder to click the links below, and I think they're linked in the. Are they linked in my chat? Guys, there's a sale for the headphones and the. Wait, are they not linked in the chat? Oh no, mods, do we not do the link? Ugh. Okay, well then I have to do my 30 minutes starting now for my beautiful stuff. Oh, maybe it is linked. Oh, now it's linked. Okay, yeah. Guys, for the New Year's, get yourself some new Alienware stuff. I'm going to be rocking these as my main drivers for like actual headphones. Oh, it was there? Okay. I'm just silly. Anyways. You're fine, mods. Great work. Oh yeah, can you guys show me the Psych vs. Elm Yu-Gi-Oh? We're going to do more React. Wow, do you have a favorite team? I became a Blackhawks bandwagoner when they won the Stanley Cup in like what 2012, 2014. Hold on. Wait, okay, so this is why we scuff up the ice. This is the crease that I was talking about. This is why we scuff up the ice. Watch Tuukka Rask. Tuukka Rask is one of my favorite goalies. Tuukka Rask is gonna push off and slide his leg across the ice right here, and he needs to have like consistent movement there. So ready? Save. Bro, Tuukka Rask is literally like, look at this. This dude is constantly in the splits on ice. And yes, chat, I used to be able to do the splits, but like, look at this. Like this is just disgusting. Oh! Tuukka Rask is sick. You guys ever see Henrik Lundqvist? Henrik Lundqvist was one of my all-time favorite goalies. This guy is also so hot.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the words were broken. He's hurting. Sometimes it's, oh, the stick. You know what? This is a spin. He's gonna stay. He's got the look on his face. On a shooting spree, feeling stupid. Yeah.
Here, ladies, you guys want to feel something? This is for the ladies. I don't think he's really a for the gays, but for the ladies, like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, this guy is hot. Like, Jesus, dude. He's literally one of the hottest guys alive. Is he for you guys think mid? Oh my god. Wait. I'm gonna get DMCA'd for playing this video and I don't even care. I don't even care. Hold on. We should start doing more hockey content, honestly. Look at the, like, it's Swedish like looking model in New York City with this kind of swag. A lot of attraction is not just the physical looks. Hold on.
Broadway, pull me back to that McDonald's. To
It's also he's one of the best goaltenders of all time. Yeah.
Off-white Lexus, driving so slow, but BK is from Texas. Me and my bed stop, home of that boy.
Hold on. Yeah, a little bit. Like, bro, come on. The like full set of gear with the fucking bangs hanging down. Oh my god. Hold on. Oh my god, the saves. Oh. Oh. Oh.
I met you out, nigga. Catch me at the X with OG, got a Yankee game. Shit, I made the Yankee have more famous than a
Where do we see his face again? He's hot. You guys are trolling, dude. You guys are trolling. Dude, if you guys don't think Henrik Lundqvist is hot, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, he kind of looks like Bradley Cooper. I see it. Nah, you guys are wild for that.